What's going on, everybody? ARVisLEGEND over here, and if you read the title of this video correctly, this is how to get Fangmei's birthday in Shenmue II. Just a few prerequisites here before we start. This tutorial is suitable for the Sega Dreamcast versions of Shenmue II, as well as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. Prerequisite 1, meet Eileen in Pigeon Park. Now, the reason why this is Prerequisite 1, it's pretty self-explanatory. This can be done at typically any point in the game prior to March 3rd, which is Fangmei's birthday. Now, you don't have to do this on March 1st. In fact, it makes sense the most if you want to do this the most organically if you meet Eileen prior to March 3rd, prior to March 1st. So, the way you meet Eileen there, you'll see her at Pigeon Park. Now, if you notice my game save here, I'm loading this. I managed to meet Eileen on January the 15th. You'll find her practicing in Pigeon Park, right by the fountain here. And if you do what I do here, if you just walk up to her, she'll actually start to talk to you first and start to speak to you. It'll initiate a little cutscene there, and you would have officially established contact with Eileen. Okay, so again, Prerequisite 1. Meet Eileen at Pigeon Park. Prerequisite 2. Try to get Fangmei to call you Ryo-san as opposed to Hazuki-san. Now again, this prerequisite will require the most time and effort, in my opinion. Now, essentially, our ultimate end goal here is to try to get Fangmei to start calling you Ryo-san as opposed to the formal Hazuki-san. To achieve this, we just have to keep talking to her every chance that we get. So, from the moment that you start to stay with Tao Li Shou at the Dawan Apartments, anytime that you see Fangmei, just make an effort to go out of your way to talk to her, any and every chance that you get. If you see her outside of Manmo Temple, if you see her out and about and just in town, just walking around, just go up to her and start speaking to her. And the more times that you speak to her, the more obviously that you get comfortable, she gets comfortable talking to you, and eventually you start laying the groundwork, the foundation to be able to get the Fangmei's birthday cutscene and ultimately the Fangmei's goodbye cutscene. Prerequisite 3, have $150 saved up to buy the pendant for Fangmei at Complete Clothier. You do start off with a substantial amount of money in Shenmue 2, so this should be the easiest prerequisite of all. Just have $150 saved to buy the pendant at Complete Clothier. Now again, if you don't have this amount of money at the time, there's a ton of different ways to go about getting the money. You can get a part-time job, you can do some gambling, you can sell off some toy collections to pawn shops, etc. To save yourself that headache though, just have $150 left over and saved up to buy this pendant for Fangmei at Complete Clothier. Thus, this should wrap the prerequisites section for Fangmei's birthday. Let's go on to the video. The best way to unlock Fangmei's birthday cutscene in Shenmue 2, you will need to be at the point of the game right now when you are looking for Zhu Yanda's associate. That's of course by doing the Chawan signs at the different tea shops in Hong Kong. Remember I told you about that surefire way to get Fangmei to call you Ryo-san as opposed to Hazuki-san? Now the way to go about securing that is to do the Chawan sign in Manmo Bistro. When you do the Chawan sign at Manmo Bistro, you will unlock a cutscene where someone will slip you a note asking you to go to the Come Over Guest House. And of course, once you go over to there, you get a phone call. If you wait, the phone call will advise you to go to Manmo Park. And of course, when you go to Manmo Park, you realize it's a trap, and Ryo is suddenly confronted and attacked by a group of guys. Now, the best way to go about getting Fangmei to calling you Ryo-san is to purposely lose this fight. You're going to have to throw the fight here. In the beginning, there will be a QTE prompt. Someone will try to attack you. So it's my suggestion that you get the prompt intentionally wrong. You will get hurt. And then a fight will start where 3 guys will start to fight Ryo. So again, to get Fangmei to call you Ryo-san, guaranteed, purposely lose this fight. Ryo will get hurt, and you will see a cutscene where you'll get to see Tao Li Shou come in and save the day. So the immediate cutscene afterwards, you'll wake up back in Tao Li Shou's apartment. You'll find Fangmei, and you'll try to get up and stuff, and Fangmei will be concerned for you. And this is the surefire way to get Fangmei to start calling you Ryo-san instead of the formal Hazuki-san. So again, the best time to do this is on February 27th to maybe February 28th. You'll be cutting it close to March 1st. March 1st is when you're actually going to unlock the scene. Okay, so give yourself a day. So maybe do this on the 27th. All right, so that way you give yourself a full day. You do the books again on the 28th, and on March 1st, you'll be able to go ahead and try to unlock the scene. So, now that we have Fangmei referring to you as Ryo-san, it's time to go about unlocking Fangmei's birthday cutscene. Okay? So again, by this point, not only is Fangmei referring to you as Ryo-san, you should have already established multiple conversations with her by, again, talking to her repeatedly every day up until this point. Now, after airing out the books at Manmo Temple, you should still be at the point in the game where you're still doing this. After airing out the books for the day, make your way over to Manmo Bistro, and here you'll find Fangmei and Eileen both sitting down having lunch together. Now, it is here that a cutscene will unlock where you'll learn, or Fangmei will learn, that you and Eileen know each other. It's a short little cutscene that you'll see here that Fangmei is pleasantly surprised to learn that you know Eileen and Eileen knows you. Now, depending on when you actually finish the books and make it here, they'll be here for about an hour or so. So if you get here 11:30, they'll probably leave around 1 o'clock. So if you get here around 12:30 to 1, you'll probably still catch them, and then they'll be leaving. So depending on what time you get there, you should have no problems getting here before noon. If you get there before noon, just simply wait there at the restaurant until they both leave. Once they leave Manmo Bistro, they're both going to part ways. Now, Eileen will leave on the left side, and Fangmei will leave towards the right side. So again, on March 1st, once they both leave, you need to follow Eileen out, which leaves on the left side. Now, she'll leave and make her way over to a vase shop, and here you can stop her and actually talk to her for a little bit. Anytime you do this prior to March 1st, anytime you speak to Eileen on her way out, she won't talk to you. She'll say that she has to do something and that she can't talk. You can only talk to her on March 1st, anytime, and that makes sense because March 3rd is Fangmei's actual birthday. When you do stop Eileen at the vase shop, talk to her, and she'll inform you that Fangmei's birthday is coming up on the 3rd, and that she's currently looking for potential gifts to buy her. Ryo will say like, hey, I didn't even know it was her birthday or whatever. And, Fangmei basically kind of puts it in his head that, hey, what are you going to get her? Once you unlock this scene with Eileen, when she tells you that Fangmei's birthday is on the 3rd, you can then make your way over to the Lucky Charm quarter to complete Clothier to find Fangmei standing outside of the shop looking at a dress. When you find Fangmei outside a complete Clothier, Ryo will believe that she was looking at a pendant and offer to buy it. When you go into complete Clothier, you'll later find out that she wasn't actually looking at pendant, she was looking at dresses, but you'll find that out when you actually do the scene. I don't want to spoil anything. So when you run into Fangmei in front of complete Clothier, she'll actually be surprised that you found her. A little cutscene will play out, and Ryo will kind of come to a conclusion that Fangmei was looking at a pendant. At that point, you can go into the shop and offer to buy the pendant from the shopkeeper. Okay? So once you buy it, again, that's where that $150 comes in. Once you buy it, you've officially done your part. And all you got to do at that point is on March 3rd, the day of her birthday, is to go to the Dawan Apartments and give it to her. That'll unlock the cutscene for the Fangmei's birthday cutscene that we've been talking about all video. And once you get that cutscene, it all but assures you that when you leave Hong Kong to go to Kowloon, you'll get the Fangmei's goodbye cutscene. So that officially concludes the tutorial for today. I want to thank you very much for watching the video here. And if you did like the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you did like it, or if you did find it helpful. Leave a comment or so. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to respond to any questions you might have regarding the tutorial. Perhaps this may be one of several tutorial videos to come out in a not so distant future. I'm definitely open to suggestions here. But once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care.